you some sensational movies, and they're just chock full of military secrets. So if there's any fifth columnists in the audience, will they please leave the theater right now? Thank you.
America's defense effort. As the tenseness of the world situation mounts by the hour, more and more important in the defense plan looms our vital industries. Vast furnaces at white heat convert the iron ore into defense implements. Here we see the molten metal automatically conveyed and about to be poured. This is the stuff from which tanks are made. In modern blitz warfare, air power is often the deciding factor, and the need for all types of planes has every American aircraft factory humming. Because of their proven effectiveness, various types of British RAF planes are studied and improved upon. In front of us is one of the famous English Spitfires. With the machinery and materials approaching peak output, the need for men to man these machines grows urgent. Then came the draft.
Extra, read all about the draft bill.
Citizen Sugarcane says,
our open door policy is responsible for the draft.
All over the country, men of draft age scan their draft board lists for their number and discuss their chances of being called up.
Tell you, we ain't got nothing to worry about. We both got high numbers. Your number's even higher than mine. And besides, you're much too short. They'd never take a little runt like you.
You and your education.
Draftees are housed in well-planned modern Army camps. Because of the outdoor life and regular hours, the boys develop hearty appetites and are fed plenty of good, wholesome food. Because, as the great General Napoleon once said, an army travels on its stomach. The Army is rapidly being equipped with all types of armament, from the huge siege guns down to the machine gun nest. Even in a modern mechanized army, the horse still has a place. Here are some army horses raised in South America.
La conga!
Our new anti-tank gun is the answer to any possible tank attack. Here is one about to blast a robot tank. Here it comes. Watch the tremendous hitting power of this super gun. The tank is almost in the direct line of fire. Get ready. Aim. Fire! 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 What's the matter? Why don't they shoot? What are those gunners doing?
Mine's longer than yours.
Here we see the latest long-range, rapid-fire coast defense gun in action, shooting 10 million shells a second. Watch. As part of government policy, new machines are constantly being developed. Here is the latest weapon, a land destroyer, 100 times faster and more effective than a tank. Look at that thing go, hurtling through space at 5 miles a minute. Hey, stop and let us see that machine.
Hello again, folks. Hold on to your bridge work, boss. Here we go again.
Thanks. The President orders all-out test of defense strength. The mighty armed forces of the nation respond to the President's command. In the air, flying fortresses, pursuit ships, long-range bombers. And on the sea, our mighty Navy tries out its powerful guns. On land, our tank corps drives forward to the scene of action. Are we safe from air attack? Supposing one day a fleet of enemy bombers suddenly appeared over the horizon. Where are our defenses? Why isn't something being done?
Howdy, folks. You know, I reckon a lot of you people out there are sort of wondering about us here on the farm during this war. Well, I want you to know that we're prepared for any emergency. Yes, sir, just like the city folks. Now, take this farmer here. Why, he's heard and read about them there incendiary bombs. You know what he's done? He's even trained his pet dog to help put out the fires. Here's his dog just about to go into action. He's a full-blooded Spitz. Now take this here cow, for instance. Why, you know she's increased her production and she's now given 5,000 quarts of milk a day. That seems like a lot of milk, but 5,000 quarts is what she gives.
Gives nothing. They come in and take it from me.
What a performance! Well, look who's here. It's old Tom. You know, old Tom was about the oldest cat in these here parts. Yes, sir. Why, he's been around for the last 3 wars, and he knows that this one will turn out all right, too. Say now, would you look at that? A teeny little woodpecker. Now, I bet you I know what he's aiming to be when he grows up. I reckon he plans to be a riveter at Lockheed.
Ooh, look at the cat's tail. Ooh, here I do. I did a whipping. I did it.
You know, we American people always sort of look forward to Thanksgiving, and this year is certainly no exception. This year turkey is getting fattened up. Yes, sir, he's getting lots to eat, and you know what? When he reaches 20 pounds, he'll be ready for the oven.
20 pounds?
Oven.
You know, these turtle eggs, they've been laying around in the sun for quite a spell, and, well, what do you know? Looks like they're getting ready to hatch.
I did it again.
Well, as I was saying, these little turtles are born with a natural bomb-proof shelter on their backs. Ain't that cute? What in the world has come over that? Hey, little fella, what do you think you are?
Beep, beep. I'm a Jeep. Jeep, Jeep.
Well, now that we're back on the farm, let's sort of peek in on a young fella who's a-courting his sweetie.
Maria Elena, would you be my, would you like, no. Would you be my, oh, gosh, I wish there was a blackout. Blackout! Oh, boy. Doughboy! Blackout! Blackout!
I just don't know what has come over the caterpillars. Just seem to lay around and look glum. Well, would you look at that little feller? He sure looks happy, don't he?
Happy? Of course I'm happy. I just got a retread.
These little fireflies here are gonna stage a practice blackout. Looks like they're set to go. Okay, lights out. Hey there, Turtle. You better pull into your shelter. It's a blackout.
Nope, I did nothing out.
Pull your head in. That's better. Why in the world didn't you want to go into your shell?
Well, I'm afraid of the dark.
All right, fireflies. Blackout's over. Hey, you. You on the end. Yes, you. What happened to your light? Hey, who's the bulb snatcher? Who's the bulb snatcher? Did you ever see a prettier sight than this here mother bird? She is a-teaching her little son how to fly.
It's very easy, darling. Just flap your wings like this. See? Come on now. Do as Mommy did.
I want to be a dive bomber. I guess about the only living creatures that haven't been affected by the war are the famous swallows of Capistrano. Yes, sir. As you all know, these here birds return to the mission on a certain day each year, and we're here just in time to see them come back. They'll be along any minute now. Telegram for the audience. What does it say?
It says here, we are out over the ocean. Can't even get close to land. We can't fly to Capistrano. Past the 4th Interceptor Command. Signed, the Swallows.
Now, you folks all know how valuable carrier pigeons is in wartime.
I do it.
As I was saying, about them there carrier pigeons, well, now this proud couple is famous around these parts. During the last war, they gave more sons to the service than was ever thought possible. Well, more.
We did it before, and we can do it again, and we will do it
That's all, folks.
Greatest hero. With these guns, I have nothing to fear. Oh, my guns are the best. They can meet any test. Oh, I'll be the war's greatest hero. Oh, I'm the world's best damn fighting machine. Oh, them Nazis will learn what I mean. Oh, my wonderful guns will murder them bums, and I'll bury them in the latrine. Oh. La ta 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 la ta ta da 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 da. Stick him up or I'll blow your brains out. Ah, what a rifle! Come on! That rifle looks just a bit gooey. If you think I am scared, you're plumb screwy. Go on, fire away, buck. Your damn gun's full of muck, when nothing comes out but just hooey. What a gun, I'm defeated. Such a gun just can't be beaten. That gun was neglected, no water connected, no wonder it got overheated. Now into German army, mein lieber Herr, our weapons work fine, 'cause we give them great care. I am thinking. Oh, you're perfectly safe, I am thinking. It's musty and dusty and mighty damn rusty. Conditions inside are just stinking. Really, they are. What a clown! Just the kind of boob who lets his battery run down. Though, like all careless gents, he winds a behind fence. Snafu is the war's greatest. Zero. Gets the glory and the Navy gets the cheers. But all a dog face ever gets is mud behind the ears. Yeah, the tank boys ride in comfort, and a sailor takes a sail. But the dog face never gets a chance to sit down on his tail. 4 feet in my shoes, I got them infantry blues. I wish I'd joined the tank corps. Them guys got it sweet. They sit and do their fighting on a nice, soft seat.
Technical ferry, first class, at your service. What's that you say? The tanks? Okay. Tanks, 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 sold to the tank car. Thank you very much, pal. Boy, this is really swank. You can have the infantry. I'll ride in a tank. This kind of work just ain't my meat. I wish the hell I joined the fleet. The fleet? A very interesting request. Fleet, 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 sold to the Navy. Heave ho, me hearties! Your whole
off for the open sea. This is twice as easy as the poor old infantry. Give me air! Give me air! P38 sold to the Air Corps. Boy, this really is the life. No more worries, no more care. The softest job of all is flying airplanes through the air. Your back, sir. Here's your pack, sir. All the roads are pretty rough, Polly-boo. And all the services are tough, Polly-boo. So whether you're fighting a soldier or gob, get in there and pitch and finish the job. Hinky-dinky Polly-boo. Never let it slip. 'Cause when I learn a secret, boy, I zip her up my lip. Now, the military secret that I carry in my brain, I keep in safe deposit with a padlock and chain. You bet I got a secret. Oh, and I bet we find it out. The soldier's got a secret, but I bet we find it out. Hello, Ma. I got a secret. I can only drop a tip. Don't breathe a word to no one, but I'm going on a trip. Shh, don't breathe a word to no one, but he's going on a trip. Hey, give me some magazines to read for when I'm on the ship. Don't breathe a word to no one, but he's going to go by ship. It's a cinch to keep a secret if a fella just takes care. He's sailing on a troop ship. Now we got to find out where. I'm a sound and silent soldier, just as steady as a rock. Here's to my little secret, with its chain and padlock. Hello, baby. Hiya, pussy. Say, you're a nifty trick. I hope I meet some babes in Africa as cute as you are. This message is important. I must fly a double trick. It's been a wonderful evening, and I'd like to stay some more. But I gotta get a move on now. I sail at 4:30. He's got to get a move on now. He sails at 4:30. Hey, the troop ship bound for Africa pulls out at 4:30. Calling all Wolfpack! Calling all Wolfpack! The transport ship for Africa pulls out at 4:30. Hail! suppose it was that let my secret out. What was that I heard you say, my little sauerkraut? He wonders who in hell it was that let his secret out. I joined this here army to join in the fun, a jabbing the Jap and hunting the Hun. And look at the job that they hand out to me. KP. 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 And KP. Policing the camp or the trouble that's mine. You get through with this, then they stand you in line. They jab you for this, and they jab you for that. Ah! Oh! If you're asking me, it's a pain in the prat. If I ran this army, boy, I'm telling you, I'd make a few changes. That's just what I'd do. Say, who in the bloomin' blue blazers are you?
Technical ferry. First class. I heard you saying that everything stank, that you'd run things different if you had more rank. So as technical ferry, I got a good notion to give you a chance, pal. Here's a promotion. Ah, shucks, have another. You're Master Sarge, Super Sarge, hoopity-doo. You're boss of the works. Now take over, Snafu.
Important announcement. Attention, each tent. This camp is now run under new management. Relaxation. More money. These are my aims, a new GI issue. Each guy gets 2 dames. Hey!
Hooray for Snafu gives us all limousines. No more drill, no salutes.
No more cleaning latrines.
Look me over, Jackson. This is really all root. Snafu lets you dress up in a suit that is zoot.
Ain't this swell? I fixed things. I told you I could. What a camp. No more discipline. Boy, am I good.
I beg pardon, sir, but you hear all that humming? I got a suspicion. The Germans are coming!
The Joymans? The Joymans? I'll murder them poops. Let me at them Joymans. Say, where are my troops? Troops! Troops!
Ah, nuts!
No use, they ain't trained and they got no morale. Your army's a washout, my fine-footed pal. Moral, Snafu, is the harder you work, the sooner we're gonna beat Hitler, that jerk.
Snafu. Situation normal. All all fouled up. This is Snafu. Snafu's a soldier. He's a patriotic, conscientious guy. Thinks the Army's swell. That is, with a few minor changes. You'll find Snafu in all branches of the service, such as the infantry. In the matter of rolling a pack, Snafu has improved somewhat on the regulation Army method, resulting in a more compact kit. Snafu's a deep thinker.
There's a burlesque theater where the boys like to go to see Queenie the cutie. The burlesque show. Lo-dee-dee-dee-do-do-do-dee-da-dee-dum. The band plays a polka while she strips. Take it off, comes a cry from the rear. Down in front, soon it's all you can hear. And she's always a lady, even in pantomime. And she stops. And always just in time. Take it off, cry from the rear. Down in front, soon it's always in pantomime. And she stops, and always just in time. Listen, you guys, don't give me none of that stuff. I'm no dummy. I know my rights as a soldier. I want a lawyer! Get me a lawyer!
This is Snafu.
Wartime America faces the greatest demand for food in her history. Food for our Army and Navy. Food for the invasion front. Food for ourselves on the home front. Food to help our fighting allies and the people of the Allied countries. It takes pounds of food a day to keep a soldier on the fighting front. Millions of pounds of food each day. The best way to supply our men overseas and our fighting allies with most of the foods they need is in dried form and in cans. In addition to the military, other factors affect our canned food supply. Take tin, for example. Our major peacetime sources have been cut off by the enemy. Our railroads and other transportation facilities are being taxed to their utmost, carrying munitions, armaments, war supplies, and troops. That leaves less shipping space for civilian foodstuffs. And then there's the farm labor shortage. All this means that we at home will have less canned fruits, vegetables, soups, and other processed foods for our use. Without rationing of these foods, some people would get more than their fair share. Others would not even get what they need. But rationing assures everyone of his fair share. That is why your government is rationing canned fruits and vegetables and other processed foods. Until now, we have been rationing one item at a time, like sugar and coffee. But processed fruits and vegetables are not one product. They are hundreds of products in hundreds of different brands, grades, sizes, varieties. In cans, bottles, packages, in dried and frozen form. One cannot say, as in the case of sugar, each citizen will be allowed 2 cans of peaches a week or 4 cans of spinach. It may be true that some people don't like spinach. Some of you may want to buy canned corn. Others of you may want to buy canned peas or spinach. So the question arises, what method of rationing can be used so that each citizen may get his fair share of canned fruits and vegetables and other commercially packed foods, and that will still allow freedom of choice? The system which has been adopted and has worked successfully in England for over a year is called point rationing. In the point rationing system, all these foods are grouped together, and your ration book is used to buy those you like. Those items which are not so scarce will take fewer points. Items which are more scarce will take more points. Point stamps to buy these ration goods are in War Ration Book 2. This book contains blue and red stamps. Blue stamps are to be used for canned fruits, vegetables, soups, juices, and other processed foods. Red stamps will be used for meat. This is a typical page of blue stamps in War Ration Book 2. Notice that the stamps are given point numbers, 8, 5, 2, 1. Everyone will get 48 points each period. That means you will use blue stamps ABC for the first period, DEF for the second, and so forth. Point values will be the same in all stores. Every store in which you shop must post the official table of point values of all point rationed items in all sizes. From time to time, point values may change, and stores will post the new point values. Here's an example of how point rationing works. This lady, all decked out with her family's brand new ration books, starts out to do some shopping. First of all, she wants to buy a can of peas. She wants to buy a can of chicken soup. And she wants some dried prunes. Well, there's our list complete, and all that remains to be done is to tear out 14 points in stamps and pay the grocer. But wait just a minute. Just for fun, let's take another look at that point ration table. Hey, slow down there. What about those string beans? Why, they're only 3 points in the size we want. If we buy those instead of peas, we can save 5 points. And what's this? Fresh apples don't require any points. Well, why not buy those instead of dried prunes? And save another point. So there we are, our shopping list complete. With the same amount of goods, and with 6 points saved for future use. Smart girl. She's smart in more ways than one, too. Because she used her large stamps first, wisely saving her small ones for low-point purchases later on. Because she shops early in the day, and so helps her grocer. Because wherever possible, she substitutes unrationed fresh fruits and vegetables for canned or processed ones. This is point rationing. This is the way to assure everyone here at home an equal opportunity to get the same fair share. This is the way to assure food for our fighting men and for our fighting allies. Share and share alike is the American way to victory.
So cold it would freeze the nuts off a Jeep.
We're sailing tonight on the old campground. Give us a song to cheer our weary hearts, a song of home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Be it ever so
They don't even know there's a war going on. Back in my hometown, take my old man. He's probably down at Kelly's. And more. I know what she's doing every afternoon. All afternoon.
No, I haven't, but I'm glad I heard all about it.
And Grandpa, he never did a day's work in his life. And my gal Sally Lou, she's probably out with some other guy at this identical moment.
Oh, my darling. What big eyes you have.
Jeez, they're loafing, playing, while I freeze up here. I wish I could see them. I'd tell them a thing or two.
Technical Ferry, first class. At your service. Okay, Snafu. Maybe you got something there. Brass monkeys, but it's cold. Now let's take a look at the lazy-wazy home folks. Suppose we look at your old man first. Bridge game. Let's see how your ma is making out.
Hi-yo, Silver! Manure!
Coming, Mother! Sure makes things grow, don't it?
And that grandpa of yours.
They thought I was too old for this job. But don't bother me a bit. Set them up in the other alley.
Sally Lou has joined the wax.
We're working like hell in the old hometown.
They're working in the old hometown.
Working in the old home.
Town.
Gosh, I didn't know you cared. Woo-woo.
It was a bright sunny day, with the air fresh and clean. Not a rumor was stirring, except in the latrine.
Hiya, Snafu. What's new?
Oh, nothing much. Nice day.
Nice day for a bombing.
Yeah, nice bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather.
Sounds harmless enough. Innocent stuff. But let's take a look in and find out what's cooking.
Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather.
Just between you and me, pal, I hear we're in for a bombing.
The hot air is blowing. A rumor is growing.
They're gonna bomb us. They're gonna bomb us. Hear about the bombing. Hear about the bombing. They bombed us. Did you hear about the terrible bombing last night? Well, I heard it on good authority. That was harmless.
prune juice. It's phony, but it makes nice bologna. That's right. Exaggerate it. Stretch it. Multiply it. Now shoot off your face. And bologna is flying all over the place.
in Germany. Worst air raid of the war. Yeah. They blasted hell out of Brooklyn Bridge. Coney Island was wiped out.
What's the matter with our planes? They popped them off like kites.
Them parachute troops landed right on the White House lawn. The Florida coast is lousy with invasion barges.
Just a minute, Bud. Did you know that we have nothing to fight with? That our shells are all duds?
And furthermore, the jobs are in California. Wait until you see their new secret weapon.
This may surprise you, but they're attacking this very camp.
The Russians have surrendered.
The British are quitting!
The Chinese gave up. It's all over. We've lost the war.
Rumors! Nice weather for a rumor, ain't it?
Good morning. Wake up, everybody. Wake up, everybody. Have you had your tasty toasties this morning? Good for you. And now for our... Don't touch that dial. And now for our morning exercises. Open those windows. Take a deep breath.
Hey, Bert! Hey, Bert! Hey, hey, Bert! Hey, you're on your toes, boy. We gotta catch a spy. we'll track him down and toss him in the clink. Come on, let's go. Come on, Egbert. Hurry up. Say, have you seen a spy around here?
Does he look like this?
Yeah, that's him.
No, I have not seen him.
I bet that's the...
Now at 3 o'clock, war savings time. Kabloom!
Hey, you. Stick 'em up. I bet you're that old,
Well, I'm not so sure that you're Porky Pig either. There's your license. Can't you see the white line? There's the fire. Move along or I'll run you in, Bob.
You know, I'm really getting suspicious of that guy.
Here, Pig, it is 1 minute to 3. Do you see that little bag?
You mean that one?
Yeah, at exactly 3 o'clock, that little... Yeah! Here!
You know, that guy sure does act suspicious. And that thing ticks just like a bomb! Yeah, that's all right. That's just my little old heart.
I knew it! Oh, this gall-darn imitation earsatz thing. It never works. Never works.
Marxist countries, voting is a rather interesting process. In the German army, for example,
All in favor of me, say ja! Ja!
Mine.
It's unanimous!
in the Japanese army, it's even more interesting. One more vote for Tojo. But in a democracy, voting is a little different. People actually run for office, and people actually vote as they please, in peace and whenever possible in time of war. We felt this way in a war a long time ago, when an American general said these words.
A very large portion of legal voters of the United States are now under arms in the field. They are American citizens, having still their homes and social ties binding them to the states from which they come, and to which they will return. In performing their sacred duty to their country in its hour of trial, they should not be deprived of a most precious privilege.
That's what we did then. And that's what we're doing now. This November, our country will hold a general election. Americans will vote for men to hold these offices: president, vice president, senators in certain states, and representatives in all states. However, before Americans overseas could vote, it was necessary to solve several problems. The first was distance. Americans were everywhere. To lick the problem of distance, we must fly the ballots. The second problem was eligibility. That meant, of the millions of men overseas, which ones met the voting requirements? Could this man vote? Could this man vote? This man? This man?
Hey! How about me? Can I vote?
To find that out, first of all, read the posters.
What posters?
You won't be able to miss them. A series of 5 posters appearing at intervals will be tacked up everywhere in and around your installation. It's up to you to read these posters. They will tell you how to find out whether you're eligible to vote. They'll also tell you exactly what you must do to vote. There are not only these posters to help you. A voting officer has been appointed in your outfit, and he's been ordered to make himself known to you.
The voting laws of every state are different, but practically all states have one thing in common. Practically all of them have made it possible for men overseas to vote by state absentee ballot.
If you want to vote, your voting officer will give you a card. Fill it out, front and back. Get it sworn to. And then airmail it, postage-free, to your home state capital. If you're eligible to vote, your state will airmail back your absentee ballot or further instructions. If, however, you apply before September 1st, and you don't receive your state absentee ballot by October 1st, you may ask for one of these. If your state is one that approves its use, you can vote with this. Write or print carefully. If you mess up your ballot, your vote will not be counted. So be neat. And don't forget, take your oath. Your government is doing everything in its power to enable you to vote. Posters, your voting officer, applications for state absentee ballots, and official federal war ballots. If everything is not completely clear, stop in, and your voting officer will explain your situation to you personally. But remember, if you don't want to vote, you don't have to. Also remember this: no one can boss your vote. No one will be marched to vote. And your ballot is secret. This is an American election. And if you follow the instructions carefully, your ballot will fly home and will make you a part of another American election. And that's important.
received in action, for heroism in action, for gallantry in action beyond the call of duty. Decorations in every combat unit prove that men who've got what it takes are giving more than what it takes. But there's one group of men that does its big job unarmed. These are the men of the Chaplain Corps, with one of the highest percentages of honors in the Army. In the 34th Division alone, with 15 chaplains, 11 have been decorated. 1 Distinguished Service Cross, 4 Purple Hearts, 2 Legion of Merits, and 4 Silver Stars. In this division, and in all divisions, the work of the chaplains brings honor to themselves. And this work carries the spirit of their faiths to every front.
Noch ein, noch zwei, noch 40 mehr, 50, 80, 20 mehr.
What the Axis enjoys counting are the American soldiers killed and injured by accidents. And there's plenty to count. This sort of thing. This is saving Hitler bullets. This sort of thing. This makes the American Army smaller. Lifting heavy objects the wrong way is causing hernia. And every American hernia means one soldier lost for service.
50, 60, noch 100.
American fighting men swim where they shouldn't. So they cease being fighting men. Sometimes American soldiers do rather strange things.
Just a little pillow fight.
And then there's always the warrior who falls asleep in his chariot. These and hundreds of other types of avoidable accidents are mounting up. And the sound of the accident adding machine is music to the ears of the enemy. American bombers, 1,000-plane raid. In a single operation of this size, the gasoline used up would keep your old family jalopy running, running, running. Yep, still running, running, running day and night for 71 years.
Hot diggity! What a ride!
Pardon me while I blow about the U.S. Navy. Take our newest battle wagon. The great Iowa class. Everything's tremendous. Even the anchors. Each hook weighs as much as a tank. How safe are they from air attack? Compared to any battleship of 3 years ago, these new babies throw up an umbrella more than 100 times the size. The Iowa whips up enough juice to furnish a city of 20,000 with all its power and light. And speaking of lighting up cities, these ships are built to do a little lighting job on the cities of Japan. One ship tosses shells at the rate of 1,200 tons per hour, a payload equal to the bomb load of 300 flying forts. So, do you mind if I blow?
Hell no. Let's all blow.
The
most useful piece of equipment the American soldier carries isn't GI. He brought it into the Army with him, and he carries it here, right under his bucket. This is the gadget that runs the show, steers all the jeeps, fires every shot. While the soldier's brain is winning the war, in its spare time, it's preparing for peace. Thousands of men are getting set now for good post-war jobs. Courses in more than 600 college, high school, and technical subjects are being sent out daily by the U.S. Armed Forces Institute to American soldiers all over the world. Courses in everything: carpentry, bookkeeping, chemistry, plumbing, art, mathematics, and engineering. Thanks to the Armed Forces Institute, the brain that the American soldier took into the Army will be of greater value to himself on the day he takes it home. GI shoes. 2 pair to every man. Multiply by the number of men in the services, and you've got a lot of leather. Put into one piece, it would cover 2,893 acres. This hunk of hide cost the nation $75 million. Yet, every month, acres of this leather are burned up by soldiers who try to dry wet shoes by giving them the hot foot.
Listen, pal. You can't eat 'em. Why cook 'em?
This is a picture of you, the average American soldier. Nothing unusual, but there are some things you may not know about yourself that are pretty amazing. For example, you are 5 inches taller and 20 pounds heavier than any knight of King Arthur's Round Table. You know more about maps and compasses than Christopher Columbus. You are a more accurate shot with your rifle than Daniel Boone himself. And with your automatic weapons, you have greater firepower than a whole platoon of Napoleon's finest. And in addition to all this, you know more about making beds than the average American housewife. All in all, you're quite a guy. In fact, you're quite a lot of guys. How far does a bullet travel before it hits a chap? 150 yards? A little bit further. The bullet starts to travel here, back home in the mines and the mills, when the parts of the unmade bullet begin their journey to the factory. Total distance to the factory, 11,700 miles. Finished bullet shoves off for California. 3,000 miles more. Across the Pacific to Australia. Add another 6,700 miles. Then 2,100 miles by air, by truck, by mule, and up to the front on the back of a man. And this is where we came in. Range, 150 yards, plus 23,500 miles. Casualties, not caused by bullets, caused by sickness, avoidable sickness. In the United States Army, one of the great causes of sickness is diarrhea and dysentery. One of the greatest causes of diarrhea and dysentery is the dirty mess kit.
Chow! Come and get it! Attaboy, fill her up.
As I was saying, dirty mess kits.
And you ain't kidding, brother.
This morning, in the time you spent brushing your teeth, planes of the Air Transport Command were busy flying a distance of 5,000 miles. Right now, in the time you spend looking at this issue of the Screen magazine, your air transport planes are flying a distance equal to twice around the world. And between this minute and this same time tomorrow, they will have carried their cargoes 120 more times around the world. This was our Navy when we entered the war. 1,076 ships, combat and non-combat. Many of these ships have since been sunk. The Pacific, the Atlantic, the Mediterranean. Question: how many ships do we have today? Answer: 14 times as many as we had when we started, thanks to the men and women working in United States shipyards. Here's one for the books, about your ally, China. The pay of a private in the Chinese Army is the equivalent of 52 cents a month. He has been fighting the Japanese for 6½ years. In these 6½ years, the Chinese soldier has earned $40.56 and the respect of the entire civilized world. In all U.S. Army posts, one of the most serious problems is fire. Of all the fires that cause damage in U.S. Army posts, 17% are started by, guess what? Soldiers smoking in bed.
A very interesting figure.
And that ain't no exaggeration!
A soldier returns from the global grind. Home is ahead, the front is behind. A soldier returns, and his hometown is proud. Look at that brass band. Look at that crowd. A returning hero has, no doubt, a million things to talk about. Safe at home, away from battle, restricted stuff makes harmless prattle.
Our outfit's number 999. Now, we hold the center of the line. The British hold the hills just west. A pillbox here, machine gun nest, 200 medium tanks, the best.
Now you've got that off your chest, why not go out and blab the rest?
Our landing field, boy, is that sweet. It measures 15,000 feet with 9 new runways, all concrete. Those new Jap tanks sure pack a punch. They knocked out Battery B. If those nips ever start to push, they'll shove us in the sea.
Flashing to you, the news of the day. Our new secret weapon did this to the foe. What hit you, Tojo? Wouldn't you like to know?
I know what did it, what made the big hole. A new flying bazooka with radar control. You see, I know all about it. I was right there. I seen it with my own eyes. The propelling charge is attached to the tail surface, and the booster adapter activates the bomb brake, which sets off the fuse in the trail fast. Therefore, giving the bore a casual stroke pending on the setting of the carburation, which is timed with the 88C spark plugs, which in time can sets. Our very next move, well, this is straight from the boss, is amphibious attacks on the Shushkala Pass, see? At dawn, removing the flagellants are all galore. New prank of stifles are just stores to the shore. Naturally, it concerns not only, but without it, what would we have? Indubitably. And by the way, speaking of convoys, do you know that when I sailed with a 999, without a single ship to protect us, why, the things we saw en route and the places we went. Now, this is strictly confidential, and you'll treat it so, I hope. But strictly confidentially, here's the latest dope. Now, coming in at 74 degrees, we placed our guns and the major artillery around here. And besides that,
you might just as well write it all over the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, the War Department regrets to announce that due to recent leaks and restricted military information, our entire 999th Division has been annihilated by the enemy.
The 999th? My own outfit. Some guy shot his mouth off. Any joint that'd do that ought to be run over by a streetcar.
One man absent, sir.
What's up, Doc?
Do you think it possible that that man could stand a little further training in the care and use of the gas mask?
Move and replace mask. Gas. 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 Ready? Exercise. Hot, hop, beep, hop, 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 hot, hop, beep, hop. Double time. Hoot. Hot, hop, beep, hop, 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 hot, hop, beep, hop. Detail. Halt. Dismissed.
Pardon me. Gas on the stomach. I'll surround him. Now you go that way. And, you go that way. And you... Oh, that's me. I'll go this way.
chirping of the bluebirds, the hum of the bees, and the smell of new moon hay, and apple blossoms, and fly paper.
Fly paper?
No mask. I didn't know you cared.
Technical ferry, first class, at your service. Now, gentlemen, the purpose of camouflage is to conceal things you do not wish to be seen. Now, the first man in history to use camouflage was Adam, back in the Garden of Eden. But, gentlemen, the fig leaf today is not enough. Modern camouflage is an art and a science, if used intelligently. Take cover, stupid. Take cover. Uh-oh. Them tracks, they reveal your position. Hey, what about them tracks? What about that track? Bitte, mein Herr, haben Sie ein Like? Danke. Of course, the enemy sometimes uses camouflage, too. Get in the shadow. Get in the shadow. Of course, Snafu. Shadows sometimes move. You may fire when ready, Von Gridley. want to fool them, remember this. Just make yourself part of the natural surroundings. See what I mean?
Snafuperman!
Pipe down!
I'm trying to do some brain work.
How the hell do you expect a guy to study with all that racket going on? Study? Nuts. When I get at them Nazis, I ain't gonna clunk them over the head with no books. What you gotta give them dopes is a belly full of lead.
Hello, Superman.
Huh? Well, if I was Superman, I bet you I'd show him plenty.
Okay, chum. As technical fairy first class, I now pronounce you Snafuperman.
Oh, boy! Enemies of democracy, beware! This looks like a job for Snafuperman!
Hey, wait! You forgot your navigation maps!
Thank you very much. But I am not bombing Berlin with maps this season. Ah, Berlin.
Pardon me, but did you drop this? The Americans are on our side, you know.
Aha! A lumbering Japanese tank. Come out, you bandy-legged disturber of world peace! General! Ooh. Messerschmitts! A whole mess of Messerschmitts! Trying to bomb our port, eh? As harmless as a burnt-out match.
Too bad. Poor Superman. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. Yes, there is. I would appreciate it if you could... Get me a field manual!
Hello? Hmm? Is that so? 180 degrees? I don't believe it. Where? Iran. Now, where is that? Just a minute. Helgoland, Iceland, Iran. I'll be right over. So this is Iran, eh? Let's see what the little old guidebook has to say. Iran, furnace of the Middle East, Chamber of Commerce stuff, where the sun bakes all day and the earth cooks all night, where the temperature sometimes reaches 180 degrees. Propaganda. Here, the native beast of burden, the camel, is the only one who doesn't mind the heat.
I don't care what you say. I'm hot.
Yes. So intense are the sun's scorching rays in this torrid region, so utterly devastating in their effect, that all human activity is reduced to a virtual standstill.
Stand still, my foot.
Why, they work like the very me. But these mountains of vital war supplies don't stand still. It's off over the winding, tortuous route to the Russian depots in the north. The uncommonly steep grades are made even more difficult by occasional landslides that block the road. The merciless rays of the sun make daytime travel almost impossible. The winding, zigzagging path through the mountainous terrain of Iran presents a sharp contrast to the American driver accustomed to the four-lane highways of his homeland. No picture of Iran would be complete without mention of that other supply route to Russia, the picturesque Trans-Iranian Railroad, with its network of 224 tunnels and 4,000 bridges. The railroad, too, has its landslides. But this is no problem for an experienced railroad man. Hey, what the hell,
I don't care what you say. I'm cool.
The GI Bill of Rights.
Just who gets the benefits of this bill?
Any veteran, male or female, with more than 3 months active service, who hasn't been dishonorably discharged.
Will it help me in finding a job?
No, the bill itself does not. But you do get help elsewhere. It's your draft board that helps you to get your old job back. Or the United States Employment Service will help you find a new one.
But suppose they don't find me a job right away?
If they can't find you a job right away, you'll be given $20 a week up to a limit of 52 weeks. Moreover, if your job brings in less than $23 a week, you get a government check to make up the difference between your income and $23.
What's the dope on borrowing money?
Don't get the wrong idea about that loan provision. The government doesn't guarantee that you will get a loan. It just makes it a little easier for you to borrow money for a business, equipment, a farm, a home.
Yeah, now suppose I want to borrow enough to build myself a house.
Making arrangements for this loan will still be your job. As with any loan, before you can borrow, you have to show you have credit. By credit, we mean property you own, or the money you're earning, or the skill and experience behind you. Normally, you would have to back all of this loan yourself. But when you're a veteran, the government will back 50% of your loan, up to a limit of $2,000. In addition, the government pays the interest for 1 year on this part of the loan.
Does the GI Bill of Rights give us any free education?
Every veteran, young or old, can study in any approved school for 1 year. Grammar school or high school, college, trade school, business school. You name it, and if you can meet the requirements, you can have it. The government pays all of your school bills up to $500 a year, and living expenses of $50 a month, or $75 a month if you have dependents. Moreover, if you were under 25 when you went into the service, or if 25 or over, and can show that the war interrupted your education, when you come back, you can have that 1 year that every veteran gets, plus the same length of time you spent in active service. That is up to a total of 4 years of schooling. Those are the main points of your GI Bill of Rights. Help if you're unemployed, help in borrowing money, free education. It's not a bonus. It's not a handout. But it is a way to help you get started again in your permanent career as a United States citizen.
Back a ways, back in 1941, this was our house with a little fence around it. A fence keeps out some things, but it doesn't keep out sparks. Our neighbor's house was burning down. We had a garden hose. Now, we could have sat down and figured out exactly to the penny what our garden hose was worth, precisely how much the nozzle cost us. But our house was in danger, so we lent that hose. Our garden hose was Lend-Lease. The first Lend-Lease helped Britain, Russia, China. And when the Axis ganged up on us, we were not alone. We had fighting allies. Together we formed the United Nations. And in our common cause, we shared what we had. We pooled our armies, our resources, our ships, everything. Lend-Lease began working both ways.
give and take. Japs threatening our west coast. Japs threatening the canal. Britain rushes the AA guns and the barrage balloons we needed. Nazi submarines off our eastern seaports. Torpedoing, shelling, sinking. Britain sent us corvettes and trawlers. Hitler driving toward Moscow. American and British Lend-Lease planes and tanks helped stop him in his tracks. Rommel breaking through to Suez. American Lend-Lease helped plug the gap. Lend-Lease helped block the enemy while we gained time. Time to build ships. Time to build factories. Time to build our fighting forces. Time to move them overseas. The United States hurried men to the Southwest Pacific. And through reverse Lend-Lease, Australia and New Zealand furnished them with clothes, shoes, hospitals, food. We sent our allies what they lacked: tools, machinery, seas. The United States shipped men to Great Britain to join in the building of tremendous Allied invasion armies. Britain furnished us with airfields, hospitals, bombs, Spitfires. We sent every weapon we could spare as fast as we could to Russia. And the Russians furnished us with dead German soldiers. Everything we could get there, we did our best to get to China. And the Chinese armies furnished us dead Japs. Lend-Lease in action. Give and take by 35 united nations. Together, we put it on the line. Together, we forged one weapon. Who made the parts, how much the parts cost, isn't the point. The point is, we are attacking. This bomb will be paid for by the Nazis and the Japs. The price they will pay is unconditional surrender.
We are to believe the storybooks. Those were the good old days when men really were brave. Then the world was inhabited by a fearless breed of men. Men afraid of absolutely nothing.
That's right. Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing?
Absolute.
Practically nothing.
Yes, ever since the world began, men have been scared. The brave knights of old had those same cold beads of perspiration. Their hair stood on end. Their hands got clammy. Their hearts pounded. Their stomachs flopped and bounced. Frighten them and they got keyed up too, being normal human beings. Scare a man and automatically his fear machinery starts rolling, wakes him up all over. and prepares him to recognize the danger. Nerves go into action and wake up a couple of glands. The glands come through with a shot of adrenaline, and all hell breaks loose. But it all makes sense. Nerve cells get hopped up. You see more clearly. You hear more keenly. Muscles tense. Your body's ready to act and act fast. But to act at top speed calls for extra energy. That's where the liver comes in. This is the fuel tank. The fuel is sugar. And here's where it's stored. Getting scared gets it out. Out through the bloodstream to your muscles that need it. To get it there quicker, your heart pumps faster and you breathe harder, bringing in more oxygen to change that sugar into strength. And here we are. Scared? Yes, but ready. Ready either to get away from the danger or stay and fight with extra strength. That's the best thing about fear. You can make it work for you instead of against you.
When this guy was stationed in the United States, his pay didn't look like very much. But over here, it looks a lot bigger, especially to the people who live here and buy in this little store. Then you come along. You make a purchase. Your friends get the same idea. The stockpile gets smaller. The price gets bigger. About all there's left for the townspeople is the great, big price. Multiply this scene a few thousand times, and you get an idea of what happens. Money. Money without buying power. Money shot to hell. If you throw less of that money around and salt some of that money away, it will not only help the people who live here, but it'll help you later on.
Through history, Navy men have worn a variety of colorful uniforms. But today, the sailor's uniform, like his ship, has been scientifically streamlined. The blouse, jumper, is tailored of 18-ounce vat-dyed navy blue Melton cloth. The cuffs and collar are of the same material. The cuffs and collar are... Oh, well, perhaps we better go aboard ship and have a look around. Well, here's Seaman Tarfu. He'll help us with our little demonstration. Oh, yes, the jumper. The Navy man carries very little on his person. Therefore, the jumper has only the one small pocket, which, however, is adequate for all his personal effects. The less said about a sailor's pants, the better. The jumper, although snug-fitting, was designed to be easily removed. Grasping the lower seam between the thumb and forefinger of each hand and exerting a gentle upward pull, before our sailor boy can say, heave-ho the mizzenmast, heave-ho the mizzenmast, heave-ho the mizzenmast. There, it's off in a jiffy.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Navy craft are always kept immaculately clean. And whatever natural hazards may be encountered are always handled with true Navy efficiency. Of all Navy traditions and ceremonies, the most colorful is that of piping the Admiral aboard. Another Navy tradition is that of growing a beard on long cruises, but it must conform to regulations. The regulation clearly states the hair, beard, and mustache must be worn neatly trimmed.
The hair, beard, and mustache must be worn neatly trimmed.
And what is a sailor without a tattoo? Today's super dreadnought boasts a completely equipped weather forecasting laboratory. Wonder what the weather's gonna be tomorrow.
Looks like a storm to me.
Seriously, however, Navy equipment is the finest obtainable. And though a sailor must still take his turn at standing watch in the crow's nest, he has at hand the most powerful binoculars in the world, enabling him to see through solid banks of fog, mist, and rain, even beyond the horizon.
Fresh.
In conclusion, of course, no picture about our Navy would be complete without some appraisal of the American sailor as a fighting man. Let's hear from a recognized authority on this subject.
What'd you expect, sailor? The Army made this picture.
A war bot. Steer easy. Hey, Hook, wake up. Come on, sleeping beauty, wake up. Wake up, Joy. Now what? Look, chum. How come you're throwing your dough away on them lousy war bonds for? Why, don't be a sap. Cash 'em in and blow the dough on a good time. Wait a minute, Hook. Pay no heed to that ruffian's words. You had good reason to register for a war bond allotment. Now listen to the advice of an old hand. Old hand. Why, you angelic boot. But you know full well you are advising him unwisely. Oh, yeah? Oh, you broke my little halo. You broke my little halo. Now, take it easy there, mate. You should be ashamed of yourself. Trying to louse up Mr. Hook's after-the-war security. urging him to cash in his war bonds. When you know full well he should retain them and purchase as many more as possible. Ha-ha! Now, you just keep on storing those bonds away, son. And when the time comes for you to climb back into cities, you'll have a post-war nest egg waiting for you. Then you can have some new clothes. Yeah, and some spending money. $300. Ha-ha. Or maybe a brand new home with, and you'll have a, No, that will come later. All these things will be waiting for you if you start your nest egg today.
Look for me. I'll be waiting for you. Come in and call for your war bond, officer.
Where is the girl that I used to meet down where the pale moon shines?